Helicopters. Are they still popular? Welcome, dear viewers, to my small hobby YouTube channel. My name is Tomo and I'll be your host for this video. If you have just stumbled across this channel, welcome. If you are already subscribed, thank you. In this video, we will be doing a review of this. Ain't it cool? So as you can see, I have in front of me a big box containing a Revell helicopter. The German H145M LUH KSK transport troop and surveillance helicopter with a few men dangling from it and a little doggy. Look, a little doggy. Yes, this is a 1/32nd scale model and it's pretty big. It's 363 millimeters long and the rotors are 343 millimeters big. Yeah, well, wide, I guess it would be the correct term. Well, I don't know. It's a skill level 5, as you can see. Revell kind of marks their kits with skill level depending on how difficult it is to make, and they determine this by how many parts the kit has. And this kit has 267 parts, which is not moderate, but quite a lot for a helicopter, to be honest. But it's no wonder, because as you will see, this is a beautifully made helicopter. And this is the box from the side, from the back. Here's some pictures, some outside colors. Other side and this side. As far as pricing goes, this kit costs around 27 euros. And like all the products that I review can be bought in our store. The link is in the description below. So let's open the box and see what's inside. Well, let's open this baby up and see what's inside. It's not a big box, as you can tell. In it we have, clear part. I'll just take everything outside. Be able to see every single thing. Empty. Okay. So quite a lot of screws in this kit, but you know, it's to be expected. They are packed in bags like usual, so let's just open it up. Let's see what's what. So okay. Off. There we go. Make some room. So our first screw would be the bottom portion of the helicopter. It's nicely detailed. It has some raised detail on the floor pan. Then there's a top where the rotors get attached, I guess. There is not a lot of flashing on this one. Maybe here and there you will have to use your knife to clean some of the edges, but it's not really a big deal. This one has the seats, I guess, the front or the back seats and the bottom portion of the seat. Then we have some sort of drivetrain. No, this is not a drivetrain. I don't know what that is, to be honest. And we have like a control panel here, so nice. And a hook, grappling hook that tows the little doggy and the little soldiers. One screw. And then we have the clear parts. Clear parts, I'll open them up this time. Okay, so the clear parts we have nice glass pieces, very nice. I'll put you a little closer. Very professionally done, of course, by me. Yeah, nice little pieces. Nicely molded. I'll put this away. Then we have another smaller sprue stack of parts. They are, yeah, so look like nice details on the latches and the hatches, I guess, and some handles. And we have, oops, another nice one. Oh, we have like the guns here. Look, like the little guns here, very nicely detailed, and some sensors that go on top of the rails. And I guess this is like a radar cupola. Very great, nice molded. So far for a Revell kit, this is pretty looking pretty good. And now that we come to the tail section, there's actually something that I would like to mention here. I don't know if this is only a Revell thing, but you will notice that here on this, let me get this two both out. You will notice that we have a tail section of the helicopter, but oh my god, what is going on? This is not the tail section for this helicopter. You're right, dear viewer. It is not. This is actually blacked off in the manual. I will show you next at the end. This is actually just, I don't know, some sort of spare piece, or maybe a piece of a tail for a different helicopter. Because this helicopter has this one here. See, I'll show you that next. But it's kind of weird. I've never seen extra bits on a sprue except for Revell kit, and I've seen this on many Revell kits, not just this one. So I don't understand why would they do that. Maybe it's an extra option that this kit should have, but they decided that it's not worth it. I don't know. If somebody else could tell me. Maybe this is actually from a totally different helicopter, and they're just kind of mix and matching their cast. I don't know. So you know, that's interesting. So moving along, we have another couple of seats. Oh, and really, look, there's like a really nice detail on the belt buckles on the seats. Really nice. We have the sticks for the joysticks. Oh, and yeah, well, it's inevitable. It's a Revell kit. So here we have like very, very bad flashing going on, where there's like excess plastic. I mean, it's not like huge deal, and I've seen far worse things happen in Revell kits, but yeah, there it is. So the last piece in this bag was a cover for the motor, I guess, and a couple of different pieces. Oh, and there's like a little fire extinguisher thing here, really nicely molded. I mean, the detail so far, it is pristine, crisp, really nice. And you know, yeah, that happened. That little sprue was a little bad. So now we see the little tail section, the tail section of the helicopter. Okie dokie, let's open it up. The bag here, I have to remember which bag uses which screw, so I have to be methodical. So yeah, this is the tail, the big old tail section of this helicopter. It has the fins, the propeller blades, I guess you would say, that go in, and we have the back door hatches, which you can attach. I guess you could make them open, I guess, but probably not. No, sure, you will probably won't, because there's horrendous detail inside. Actually, there's no detail inside on the other side. You have very nice antennas, and when the windscreen wiper. Wow, this is a really nicely detailed windscreen wiper. Really nice. That is nice. Yeah, and we have like raised detail. Oh, I forgot to mention. The raised detail, we have the raised rivets. Some people like raised rivets on their planes, and they actually have tools to make raised rivets that is available to make. I pretty like these things because I think that's more realistic than the sunken rivets that you can do with other tools, and a lot of models prefer that because they can kind of shade them. me personally, I enjoy to have raised rivets on my kits as much as possible. And then there's another piece of a cockpit that is, I think, is not really included in the build. I mean, because I've seen the other piece. Oh, this is this one, yes, this one, and the other one that we saw. They basically, I think they're the same. I don't know why. Again, this is probably just another odd thing in the sprue that is not included, and another grappling hook. Yeah, it's strange. Revell just has extra pieces. Maybe extra pieces is good. I don't know. Oh yeah, this sprue is good. Okay. Moving along, we have a bag containing several clear parts. Wow. Let's look at this. Several clear parts. So I think these are the main clear parts of the helicopter. Oh yes, of course. Oh, I have to be careful not to scratch them. So we have the giant front screen, and it's already broken. Great. But it's not a big deal. And the side windows, and then again more windows. I guess this helicopter does really have a lot of windows. So yeah, that's a thing. Put them back. I'll put them back in the bag because I really don't want to scratch any of them. They're so precious. They're so precious. Okay, moving along. This sprue is another smaller sprue that has it has the skids, landing gear, I guess, helicopter landing gear skids, and there's like an oxygen tank, very nicely detailed. We can see like the valve, and yeah, there's a little flashing on the edges. I think you can tidy this off with a knife. Just scrape it off. It'll be just fine. It's gonna be good. Oh, and there are the back seats. Again, we can see the build buckles and some sort of antenna or some beam supports, I guess. I don't know what this is. Yeah, nice. Very nice, very nice. And the last sprue that contains the goodies is, of course, the one that contains the fuselage and the propeller blade, the main rotors. Okay, here we go. You'll see very beautiful, very big. Has, wow, really nice texture to it, because of all the rivets that are here. And I guess you can really, when you paint this baby up, it will probably pop out like crazy. And you can like dry brush the rivets, I guess, if you can kind of want to expose them. Really nice. And the landing gear, see the struts to which the landing gear go. It has really nicely. It's really nicely molded, because you can see like the edge inside. It's like deepened, you know. It's not flush with the surface, which is really good. Beautiful helicopter so far. The only complaint that I have was that flashing on the smaller part, but that's really mad. That's really mad. And we have the huge propeller blades. Wow, beautiful, nicely detailed, nicely molded. No flashing whatsoever. Oh, see, here's another piece of the cockpit that I was talking about. Here, I knew that I saw this before. So this is the cockpit in the control panel, and then of course another control panel and another cockpit console in the other two sprues. I don't know why. Like I said, maybe this is just some sort of extra thing. You could maybe do a different version, but they kind of changed their mind during the whole process of molding. I don't know, but yeah, and you'll see in the manual in a minute. Oh, and the inserts of the doors, very nicely molded. Some little details like the vents, I guess, and the vents and lights. Yeah, really nice. Very nice, very nice. Okay, last but not least, in this pack you get the manual. Yes, very beautiful. And this is really where Revell made like a 180 turn from their previous kits. This is a full colored manual and I really like it. Really like it. Look, oh, there's a thing inside. Oh, yes. I'll show you this later. Another thing. Beautiful colored, very nicely nice graphics. All the colors, all the parts. See, the colors are listed here. Of course, Revell colors are usually listed with Revell kits. And here is the infamous page where you have like the black areas. And all of these are extra pieces on the screws that are not used. See? Black, 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 black. Which kind of gets me to thinking that this probably... Oh, and the clear parts have the black pieces as well. That's interesting. I mean, that's like the whole smaller sprue, the one that I showed you the first, is basically useless. That's interesting. I mean, which kind of gets me to think that maybe it's not that many parts. I don't know. It's really interesting that they would go through such a process to make extra stuff that you don't even use. But anyway, it is what it is. So the manual, beautifully done, very nice, very nice, see, very clear. And I think the pieces are colored in the color that are supposed to be colored in. Now that's a mouthful. Beautiful, very beautiful, very nicely done, very crisp, clean. Yeah. Oh, see the seats. Yeah, that's exactly it. There's a call out for a color. It is colored in the color that it's supposed to be colored. Great. Perfect. See, very nice, very detailed, very good. I'll just flip through this manual quickly because I don't think this is the most important thing in the world. But yeah. And then of course where all the decals go, all the markings, and this is the back side. And of course, like I said, the listing is the decal sheet. Here we go. Look at this. Nicely printed, very well done. This is the center, okay. We have the belt buckles on top, we have the control panel on top, we have the control panel in front, and in the middle, and we have, you know, the German cross, the German flag, and some markings. And there's like a little net here for first aid, and again another piece of belt buckle decals, which I guess you can put on or you can just detail yourself with paint, but I think this would be probably easier, faster anyway. And then there's the heat sensors that are on the bottom rail. Yeah, it's a very nicely printed piece of decal sheet. You could probably kind of sort of read the decals if you kind of have like a magnifying glass. Like in capacity, it says, yeah, beautifully done, very nice. So that's basically it. Now I'll just show you some still photographs, and then we will just have our final thoughts. Enjoy.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on.
So dear viewers, I hope you enjoyed those photographs. There were quite a lot of sprues to take photographs of. So to recap, this helicopter is pretty nice. Revell made a good effort, and I think that this is a well worth kit for anybody who wants to try something different, because I think that helicopters are not that popular. Maybe somebody can correct me on this, but I haven't seen a lot of YouTubers make helicopters. Or maybe I was just looking for them, I don't know. Anyway, I would not recommend this kit to a beginner simply because of the part count and the intricate details that you have to do to make this thing look nice. Hopefully this kit goes together nicely, because Revell kits are not particularly known to go together very well. But I'll see, I'll make an effort to build it, and I'll share my experiences with you. But for now, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.